Welcome, welcome back.
To Marriage Beyond the Veil.
We're not married, we're twins.
Whatever.
Okay.
Okay, so today, I want to talk about storage.
Okay.
Okay, so I was driving home and I was like, how many storage units am I going to pass? I mean, there were like really a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, an excessive amount of storage units. And so I began to think, what are some of the things that you store up in a relationship?
Ooh.
And, when we had the storage from our restaurant and we kept it year after year after year, and then at the end we ended up what? Selling a lot of the stuff, giving some stuff away.
And throwing a lot of
stuff away. So I'm curious, are there things in a relationship that you store up that you should keep?
Mm-hmm.
Things that you store up that you should throw away? I'm curious. What do you think?
I definitely think there are things you should keep.
Okay, so
I think you should keep the good times, like the laughter,
mm-hmm.
the things that made you laugh. If there's something that happened that you just always can fall back on and just laugh about it.
Oh, I love that.
Like I know you guys have some creative things that you guys
yeah.
could fall back on and laugh at. I have one story with your husband, but
what?
The banana pudding one.
Oh.
So there are things, but it always just makes you laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So storing good memories.
Mm-hmm. Good memories.
Do you think there's some value in storing bad memories or challenging times?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because as Fred will say, you grow through what you go through.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So if you didn't have those challenging times, you can't grow as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think you've got to remember when you're growing
mm-hmm.
that you are growing. If you're doing things the same way you've been doing it always, if it's the same thing,
you always want to get what you always got.
You're going to keep getting the same result. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to pivot and give a little and mm-hmm. take a little.
Now, what are some of the things you should throw away? I know immediately for me, some of the things that I think of that you should throw away are resentment
mm-hmm.
or, when you hold on to things for a long period of time. So something that someone did 10, 15, 20 years ago and you seemingly have forgiven them for it,
yeah.
but you're still holding on to that.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely something that you want to get rid of, that storage.
Mm-hmm.
Other things that we store up. We store up past hurts. We
yeah.
store up things that can't change.
Mm-hmm.
So I think about we had the storage unit. We had because when you're putting stuff in the storage unit, you're just throwing it in there.
That's true.
You're just throwing it in there. And when we had stuff in the storage unit that we knew good and well we weren't going to ever. We didn't like it when we had it to begin with. So why did we even put it in storage?
Oh, those vinyl flower tablecloths. The timber, I think, got from a dollar store or something. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah. So you can have things in storage or in marriage that you're holding on to. Mm-hmm. Really for no particular reason, or maybe you're holding on to it for just because it was something that you got, but you don't really have any real connection to it. It's not adding any value.
And what about storing stuff up so you can get back at them, or as a weapon, or just
yeah,
just keeping stuff in the recesses in your mind. I remember when you did this. I remember when you did that.
Yeah.
And I think some people do that. They store it up and they kind of stack it, and then blip, 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 blip. And I've done that. I've been guilty of that, and I don't think it's healthy. I think you need to sometimes push it away. Now, mm-hmm. there are things you need to store for your own health and wellness.
Yes.
And what are some of the things that you store?
Well, some of the things I definitely store are really, really positive moments in our relationship, or things that we have really grown through or
mm-hmm.
worked through, because I think that's helped us to stay connected over all these years, mm-hmm. And then of course those beautiful memories, you want to store those up. So we're curious, what about you? Are there anything else that you can think of that you would store up, or things that you have stored up in relationships?
I think
you might even have storage right now for your next relationship or present relationship.
I think you should store up as many good memories as possible, like you said. But I also think you should remember the bad stuff and how you got through it.
Okay.
And I think you should share that with people.
Yeah.
Help them grow.
So yeah.
Through what you went through.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
until tomorrow,
If the Lord says the same.
what do you have stored up? What should you purge? What should you keep? Or should you just get rid of that storage unit altogether?
Hey, man, that's a thought. Some of these relationships, yeah, just get rid of it. Try to pretend like it never happened. Just saying.
So until tomorrow,
If the Lord says the same.
have a good evening.
Good night.